So good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Sound check 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me clearly? Testing sound 1 2 3. Okay, so let's get started actually. So today is 26th of August 2025 and we just like gonna see if we can get some kind of a probability on gold. So let's start with the daily time frame. If I can see the daily time frame, the daily previous daily candle just like rejected with the long rejection from the upside to the downside and closed with a small body. It's mean it could dropping the volume right now. And the next candle did not even break above the previous daily candle high and start pushing to the downside. Might be gonna respect this wick or yeah man, I just like need to jump from higher time frame to lower time frame to see more better picture. So let's jump from a daily time frame to h4. H4 just like doing clearly a consolidation here. Wow man, look at this one, it's just like rejecting from this area. So if I can see this one, if market could manage to break through this low, it could go for the Wickfield structure here. It's having like a 175 pip range here. So let's jump from h4 to h1 to see more better picture. So if I can see this h1 time frame is rejecting from this area and below this area, still we have enough range for a trade actually. So let's jump from h1 to m30. M30 having this kind of a support, at the same time having this kind of a resistance here, and I'm having like this wick is like 50-60 pips. So need to look at the sneak peek of a 50-minute time frame. So looking at the 50-minute time frame, this is where I'm having like a resistance here, and so this is some kind of a range. I would like to see a candle to be close above. I think so in this situation where 50-minute having rejection, but if a candle could manage to break and close above this high on a 30-minute time frame with a 30-minute confirmation candle, I believe that there is a probability we can continuously pushing to the upside. That also does make sense. Yeah, what is this actually? Yeah man, actually you know what, this is where I could say is more better. Why? Because above these zones, this is some kind of a first resistance I'm facing, this is the second resistance I'm facing, these are the wicks I'm having, these are the resistance I'm but above this area, if a candle could manage to close above this high, so I'm gonna face like clean traffic on the left hand side. See, so I think that does make more sense if candle could manage to break or close above this resistance. Rather than that, if a candle could come up and going to be create some kind of a resistance with a strong healthy body, I believe that we can continuously pushing to the downside to retest the low. So let's see, all I need a structure to be formed and then we'll see how I can give my trade a chance. Okay, let me see what we are having on the left hand side below this support area. Even, you know what, if we could manage to break and close below this low, so below this I can see we are having like a clean traffic. Look at this one, it's a some kind of a wick we are having on the h4, but on a with a perspective of smaller time frame, I am having clean traffic here. I am actually clearly having like clean traffic here. So let's see how this 30-minute about to be closed. We are sitting with the opening of London right now. So if this 30-minute going to be closed with a long rejection with a small body, and after that a next candle could create a weekend break below this low, this is something still I could say that is a pretty good range here. So with the volume, it could be continuously pushing downside, but we need to see how the candle is just like about to be closed now in the next 15 minutes, because the candles are printing in a bullish form right now, but we don't have clean traffic on the left hand side. So first perspective to go for the sells buys actually only makes sense for me if a 30-minute could manage to close above this high, so I could have like this pretty good range here. or if a candle could manage to break above this 4650. So this is kind of a pretty good range here on the left hand side. So let's see. Still right now just waiting actually. There's nothing for me on the chart. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, I just like need to remind that we are having this resistance here on the 50-minute time frame. But if a 30-minute could manage to break and close above this high, but depending on the volume, I believe I could manage to grab like 40-50 pips, I think so. Yeah, well, let's see. Let's see. I'm just like taking this resistance, and then I'm just like keeping this 50-minute minor resistance here on the left hand side, but I need a lot of volume to go through this thing. Okay, so yes, can you explain your yesterday trade? Which yesterday trade? This one? It was hilarious. You know what? Even you know what? It just like went in my favor almost more than 100 pips. But I become greedy actually. Did not secure any position. I was expecting the way it was showing volume before that, it was continuously doing consolidation, and then finally managed to break and close below this low where we are having like a lot of rejections. So higher probability the next candle could create a weak and break the low. First is break the low. I did not execute it a sell. I did not execute a sell in the first 1 minute. Then I see market was continuously pushing upside. It went up, create a wick, respect this previous resistance, retrace, broke its opening price. Then I executed a sell. It went very well in my favor. But the way it was moving, it's just due to the hope that it will continuously pushing downside. But it went up, and then I bring my stop loss at break even, and yeah, I'm just like get out from this trade. And then market just like start pushing upside, so I missed the opportunity actually. This is where I would just like manage the risk. This is where when I'm just like sitting alone, I also manage the risk. So yeah, it's a greedy trade, and this is some kind of a trade I took on a Asian session. Just woke up for my children's, we just like need to go somewhere. So here actually if I okay, let me just explain you step by step. So this 30-minute candle actually close with no bottom wick. What should be happen? The next candle should create a wick, break above the high, and then it should be continuously pushing upside. This should be happen here. But what happened? This candle, the execution candle, just did not break above the previous candle high. It just like pushed down and retraced more than 50% of the previous candle. On a 30-minute, it seems like this. And let's jump from 30-minute to 50-minute time frame. If I'm flipping on the 50-minute time frame, you will see this 50-minute candle just like clearly close below the previous candle low. It's a pure counter trade structure. I told you, if someone just like wanted to take a sell or wanted to go for the buys like against the trend, so you need a proper counter trade structure. If you wanted to go with the first candle should be close below or above the previous candle high, so then it does make sense. So in on a 50-minute time frame, it break the low and close below the support, the previous candle low actually. And then after that, I did not execute it in first 1-2 minute. It was standing there. I remember it was standing there, like at least I was waiting for the candle to create a wick, and then if it could break the low, so I could manage. I will definitely gonna execute a sell, because below this area I am having like this pretty good clean traffic on the left hand side, tradable range. Everything was aligned with each other. All I was waiting for the candle to create a wick and then break the low. But continuously for 3-4 minutes it was standing there. It was not even pushing up to create a wick. It just like went once, I remember, but still did not create a wick, and then again went down and break the low. So then I executed. I think so. I executed this trade after 4-5 minutes. Let me see. It will show the time. Yeah, look at this one. I executed at 2:20, like 5 minutes later of this 50-minute candle closure. See, 2:20. So yeah, it happens. So then I hold my trade. I was using a trailing stop loss. First target was to grab only this 50-60 pips. Then this candle close with no upper wick. Next candle create a wick, break the low. I bring my stop loss above this current candle high. execute it here, then trail stop loss, bring it somewhere here as it break the low. Then while I watching, it's just like going to tap this support area, then it broke the support, and then it closed in a bullish form. Then I bring my stop loss here. If you just even watch on my story, I just like then place my stop loss above this current candle high. Then I see that this candle just like closed with a small body. It closed with a small body, it means it dropping the volume, and then this candle break the low, but it again push back, coming back, breaking the low, then again pushing back into this range. So might be it could reject from this area and will continuously pushing upside and get me out with my this stop loss actually. So what I do, I close the trade because there were few minutes left for the candle to be closed, few minutes left for the 30-minute H1 time frame to be closed, and in last few minutes it could be reject and could be easily take my this money from here to here. So I close everything here, then it just like went down, but what I could do, I'm just like happy with this one. Market have to move somewhere. If even after that, if it move like 500 pips, I don't give a damn. I just like done with my work. So this was a proper plan I was having, and this is what I was doing with the chart at that time. So sir, is this sell make sense here? Let me see. It could be an impulse entry, buddy, but it's a volatile candle you are having on the left hand side. This one, where the candle broke the previous candle low and also broke the previous candle high. So it could be risky one. Could be risky one. You need to depend on the only volume just help you out, because the previous candle clearly showing you a volatility in it. In this condition, whenever you got a candle like this which broke the previous candle high, broke the previous candle low, and closed with the same size of the previous candle, always wait for the next candle to be closed somewhere for the clear direction. And if it just like already moved a lot, so you actually miss the move, wait for the candle to come up, let it create some kind of a resistance, and then you can go for the sells, or let it to break above the resistance, then you can go for the buys. So these are the simple things you just like need to follow up. So 30-minute actually about to be closed, and wow, it rejected. It's rejecting, pushing up, pushing down. 6 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Now this candle, as this candle break the previous candle low, there is no business of this current candle to come up and break its own high. So let's see, I'm just still waiting right now. So let's get on a YouTube actually. Please tell me your setup in 2 minutes. Why? When you open a chart, how do you decide whether to take a buy trade or sell trade, and how do you figure out the direction? As I start the stream, before I always have a plan. So once I break down the chart from higher time frame to lower time frame, I will start understanding the probability. What is having like a good probability where I can grab some chunks. So by following my plan, then I wait for the, I just like visualize the picture in my mind before executing a trade, and then wait for that structure to be formed. Once it form, then I execute, just that's it. And if I'm getting scared, if I'm getting like a bigger stop loss, I can go with a small lot size, but still I'm gonna follow it up. So sir, can you explain morning trade? I already did. I'm waiting for the resistance level to form. Yeah, also why I just like hold this trade, it's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. Mostly I told you on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, I try to hold my trade. Even I just like try to hold my trade here, but it didn't work out. But this here, it's just like completely worked out. So I'm waiting for the resistance level to form. If a resistance is established here, I will enter a short position once the low is broken. Well, that's good for you. Wait for the candle to be closed. How much time did it take you to become profitable, and it's in early stages of your career, how did you approach trading journaling? So I always it took almost like 7 to 9 months to become like a profitable trader, to go through the process. And then after that, how I'm journaling my trades, even I'm just like got a profitable trade. So I always look at that trade, that how I can get a better execution if I'm going to be get the same structure in the future, how I can get like a better execution, how I can make more money with the same structure which I'm having like a higher probability. So the same thing I do with my losses, that if I'm just like looking at my losses, I need to understand what I missed there, what lead me towards losses. If there's nothing wrong with my trade, nothing wrong with my idea, then I need to understand how I can lose less in the future if the market gonna behave in the same way. So I just like need to make notes on it, how I can lose less. So this is what I do actually. Wow, this candle is about to be closed, I think so. It's gonna be close in the same shape here. So beautiful things coming up, but I'm waiting. There is just 3 minutes left for the candle to be closed, and if the next candle gonna create a wick, break below this low, I believe we could continuously pushing to the downside. So just waiting right now. Okay, so sir, in the breakout, must the current candle retest the zone first so as to take the sell? Which zone you are talking about? We just like need a wick. We just like need a wick to be created and broke the low, and then that does make sense. Do you live in Dubai? No, not yet. Can you speak louder? The voice is very low and soft. You need to increase the volume of your headphone. I am going. आपकी आवाज़ slow है. Okay, take care. Bye bye. When you open a chart, how do you decide whether to take a buy or sell trade, and how do you? Okay, I already answered this one, buddy. Why you just like just asking the same questions? I don't know why he speak very slow. It's just due to you are sitting on a YouTube. My Zoom people are getting clear voice. Are you guys getting like a clear voice, or you getting like a slow voice? So if you want to get like a clear voice, loudly loud voice, so you can join this Market Fruity University. And if you have a plan to sit freely here, then try to listen me. Increase your volume. That's the only solution you are having actually. You are getting like a latency here on a YouTube. You are getting like a latency here. You're going to be get like low voice. I try my best to increase the voice, but it's happening with the YouTube. It's a YouTube free issue. Save money by not losing money on trading and buy good headphones. Yes. Well, let's see. So wow, man, it's just like start pushing to downside in the last few minutes. Wow, it's just like good, and it's actually the middle of the range actually. But I believe that, but depending on the volume, it could be continuously pushing downside. How much stop loss I'm getting here? How much stop loss? 30, 35. Can I take a risk of? Actually, I need to depend on the volume for the continuation to retest this low. So as this candle going to be create a wick, break below this low, I'm interested in these cells. I'm interested in these cells. So well, let's see. Let's see. It's just like creating a wick right now. Okay, it's coming down. Where could be the stop loss? Is it somewhere here? Yeah, this candle should not be to trace more than 50% of the previous candle. If it does that, I need to get out from this trade. So let's see. Let's see. I believe we can push to the downside. So I'm taking this trade within the range actually. Just taking this trade within this range, but depending on the volume, we got some support, we got a resistance, and if it could manage to break below this low, by depending on the volume, I believe it could gonna create some new low. Seems like we start ranging, yeah, but well, let's see. I need to give my trade a chance. I'm already up like $350, so if I could lose $100, that's okay. Still I'm gonna close my day in profit, so here I can see a opportunity. So if I'm already in a profit, so I might gonna take like a little risky trade. It's okay. So all I need this candle to create a wick. It's just like creating a wick right now. If it could manage to break below this low, This is where I could execute a trade. Stop loss could be 35, 60 pips. Stop loss is a very beautiful shape actually, so it does make sense. Let's see. H1 pushing down, might be going to go for the wick fill. 30 minutes, just like when going up, creating a wick. If it could retrace more than 50% of this candle, if it retrace above and then break the low, then yeah, it could be risky one. So just like waiting right now, just waiting for the candle to flip. I need to listen to your stream in the movie hall. So why you're just like paying for the ticket? Why not to pay for the MFU? Hey brother, going up, going down, but not going anywhere. Yes, going up, going down right now. But if it could respect this high, and then if it gonna retrace and break below this low, this is where I have a plan to give my trade a chance. Going to place a stop loss here above like 40-50 pips. Still it does make sense, but if it retrace more than this, then yeah, it could be risky one. Then I think so, Mr. Who? Mr. Nena. Oh, it's not a Mr. Is Miss Nena is actually right about the consolidation. So yeah, I needed to stop here, break the low, and then just went down towards 46.20. Retracing more than 50%, yeah, still standing there. It's still not more than 50%. If it's going to break above this high somewhere here, then it will be a 50% retracement. So well, let's see. Still it's respecting the previous candle body actually. So well, let's see. It's Mr. Oh, really? Okay, very sorry about that. So now it will retrace actually. Now it will retrace more than 50%. See? So sometime while waiting for the candle to create a wick and break the low, it's very important. So in this situation, I was waiting for the candle to create a wick and break the low, so I could give my trade a chance. Wow, man, look at the rejection. Did someone just like see that rejection? Wow, it retains even more than 50% of the previous candle, but look at the rejection right now. Look at the rejection right now. Please come for the NY session someday. I do come on a NY session. If Raja bro doing live stream for the London session, then I'm definitely gonna do the NY session. Like on a Monday, I did NY session. Today he just like got busy. I asked him for the stream and he told me he's busy today, so I just like appear here. Lately the wicks are getting bigger. Yes. 35 pips SL. 35 pips SL. Where? Suvo? Oh, Suvo took a sell. Suvo actually took the sell. Wow, Suvo. Good for you, buddy. Are you still in? Nice. So you plan to go as a dynamic risk, but I had a plan to wait for the candle to create a wick and break the low so I could give my trade a chance. I was not feeling now comfortable. Look at even the 50-minute time frame closed with a healthy body close below the support area. So the next candle should create a wick and break the low, and then it should work out for us. So you're watching higher time frame. Which higher time frame? H4, H1, M30, what? H5? Which H5? How I can get H5? It rotates more than 50%. Eid Mubarak as. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's Eid Miladul Nabi here. Our streets here in Pakistan are decorated with different decoration pieces actually. So everyone everywhere there will be lights tonight. Yeah, they celebrate it. So Suo has his own MT5. Suo have some plan actually. So might be he's following his plan. Take a look at on Nasdaq. I don't have that pair right now with me. So Mr. Nana, no, it's not Mr. Nana. He's just a Mr. H1 just make lower wick. Okay, sir. So the rule is to retrace only 50%. A little more 50% does make sense, but not more than 50%. Like I would say, if it rotates 75 to 80%, then it could be risky one. So still okay on 1 hour at the moment. Sir, if there is no range, the candle should retrace 50%, but there is no range. If there is no range, then you need to depend on the volume to work for you. Trend is bullish, so buying is a good option. Till right now, we don't have any kind of a bullish structure here, so we cannot take just buy because you getting a feeling here. Market never runs with the feelings. Sir, is there no okay? So trend is wow. Can you do live stream of the celebration? Well, let's see. Mostly I never go out when there is traffic jam on the roads. I don't like that. But we'll see. If the candle move more than 50%, is there scenario still if break the low we can sell? Could be risky one. Could be risky one. You know what I will do? I will see if this 50-minute going to be closed with a small body with a long rejection, and with the next 50-minute which could be connected with the 30-minute time frame. It could be that second half of the 30-minute time frame. 150-minute already closed, next candle gonna create a week and break the low. So I believe then it makes sense for the continuation to the downside, because here it could be risky, and I'm might going to be get like a bigger stop loss of a 50-60 pips. It's not even a bigger stop loss, a normal stop loss, but I don't want this candle to be retraced this much even on the 30-minute time frame. Look at this one. It's just like, yeah man, I don't like this one breaking the low even. So I will wait for this 50-minute candle to be closed, which about to be closed in 6 minutes, and after that as the next candle gonna create a we can break the low, then I will think about for the sales, because the way it is moving, it's not showing it's not showing actually clean momentum in it. It rotates more than 50% of the previous candle. It was actually, I need a volume there. If it's like a volume, if market have a volume, then it should not be retraced this much. What should be happen, the candle should maximum retrace here, not more than 50%. As that it's just like break the low, then definitely I'm gonna give my trade a chance to retest this low. Or if there's like a volume, it could be create some new low there. So that does make sense, but the way it is jumping right now to the up to the down, I don't like the way it's just like move. Yeah, there is good clean range to the left, yes, but you know what, trace like more than 50%. And if I'm attempting something here, getting like a 60 pips stop loss, and clear range is like 34 35 40 pips. So does this make sense? Does this make sense? You are getting like a 60 pips stop loss and trying to grab like 40 pips. It could be risky one. So that's why I did not execute this sell actually. So what was suiting me at that moment, if the candle could create a wick and then it break the low, so then it does make sense, because now might be I'm gonna get like a 40 pips stop loss, and target could be the 40 pips. So yeah, but man, it's just like just continuously pushing downside right now. So it is whatever it is. Suvo wins, yes. So yeah man, it works for him. But man, look at this one. Wow, you readjust your stop loss, buddy. Very nice. 8,000. $300 profit. Wow, very nice. Yeah, just waiting, man. I'm not feeling something clean move like what I was feeling here when I execute a trade. The way it was moving, the way it closed. See, the candle did not retrace more than 50% of the previous candle. It's just like open and did not even retrace. It's mean it's showing a volume and it's sap it goes in my favor. Before that my stop loss was somewhere here like above this 50%, like somewhere here 40 pip stop loss. Then I bring it here, then I bring it break even, then I bring it above this candle, then I bring it above this candle, and then I close everything. So trailing stop loss worked for me here because there was volume. But current situation, it's different than that one. It's not behaving in the same way. Man, this London is mostly hilarious. I have seen this one. What I could do. Here come Mr. Omar bin Jamal. So what is this? You execute a sell here and holding your position. Okay, that's great. Target 10k and done for this month. Very nice. Are you going to start using Trade Hawk? Yes, why not? Trade Hawk is actually having a lot of like a function in it. Why not? So definitely will flip my this capital towards like a Trade Hawk in future, but not yet. We'll do it definitely. Sell if it breaks. Well, let's see. Just waiting right now. Why not following also 1 hour? Even if you're looking at the 1 hour time frame, only looking at the 1 hour time frame, this candle rejected with a long rejection and close with a small body. Like, look at this one. The wick is bigger than the body. The wick is bigger than the body. So and H1 actually flipped, but lower time frame was not respecting that. It rotates more than 50% of the previous candle on a 50-minute time frame, then it start flipping to a downside. But now I need to understand, if I'm going to be execute somewhere here, I might gonna get like a 60 pip stop loss, and with the 60 pip stop loss, what I'm trying to get like 40 pips, 45 pips. So actually your loss is bigger than your profit in this situation, and it just did not move in the same way what I wanted to see here on the charts. It's just like moving like a snail, not showing me strong volume, did not respect the previous candle body to trace more than. So many things is what there which stopped me to not take a trade here. So might be we stuck in this consolidation now. So the best thing would be, I like this candle close in a bullish form now. Look at the wicks to the upside to the downside. So it's a no trade zone for me. I'm just like gonna remove this thing. So it's a no trade zone for me. So what I would like to see, if the next 50-minute candle, which is the second half of a 30-minute time frame, if it could manage to create a wick, now if it could manage to close like this, next candle could create a wick and break the low. This is where I would like to give my trade a chance. This is something I'm looking for now. So even now, why I'm just like continuously having a plan with me, because if it could manage to break and close below this low, and after that if the next candle gonna create a wick and break the low, so I could get a better stop loss. So it's all about the better stop loss, how I can get like a better stop loss, because better stop loss always will bring the good risk management with it. If you don't having like a good stop loss, then yeah, it could be risky for you. You're gonna lose more. So it's very important to understand. So trade hawk feel like a lag. Yeah, they are just like working on trade hawk. If they're having any bug, if it's having any issue, that gonna be sorted out by time. Definitely, the more they're gonna use it, the more issues they're gonna get in it, and the more issue they're gonna solve with that. So soon it will be working in a very beautiful way. So I'm confused about which pair to choose as a backup. If there is no volume in gold, which pair should I look at, instant oil or a forex pair? I would just like go with a slow pair. Choose any slow pair, whatever suits you. Go with Euro USD. Pound yen actually most not having like a volume in it. So choose a slow pair, like a currency. So yeah, and so actually just like give you a very good advice actually. Stick with the gold if you are a CS. You just like need to wait. Not you if you are not getting anything in a day, why you need to take a trade? Why you have to take a trade? So why not to wait for the clear structure to be formed? And I think we're just like also heading towards like ending of the month of August. So might be due to that. It just like start behaving in this way with the London session. Same, I will follow your plan, sir. That's great. Your USD good? I don't know. I did not ever trade it. I am in sell now. Oh, so someone just like in sell now, and I'm continuously telling you why I'm not interested in this sell, and someone just like in a sell now. I believe it will work for you. I could pray for you that it work for you, but I can't see anything here. No clean traffic, no clean range, no volume. Sorry, boy, I can't see anything. Does TradeHawk have H5 time frame? No, only Suvo have H4 H5 time frame. Because we are trading addicts. Mm, addiction. Wow, look at this oil just like continuously pushing to the downside. So gold should be continuously pushing upside in this situation. Where is the pound yen? Pound yen is just like hilarious. Look at this one. No clean range, no clean traffic, no volume in it. And this pair never ever retrace. Seems like Turkey losing its currency worth actually against the dollar, just continuously pushing upside. Lira, it's lira against USDT. Wow, never ever retrace. Damn. What's wrong with the BTC? BTC is right now standing at 78. Wow, man, it's also nearby the 80,000 actually. Check this pair. Spread is too high. Which pair? So man, I can't see anything here. I just can't see anything here. There's no volume. Lira USD. Okay. Where you will see that it's a normal spreads going on. Let's jump from weekly to, let me see. Ah, I think it's not running right now. It stopped. Right now it stopped. Might be there is some kind of a weekend going on. So spreads are 70 pips right now. Yeah, it's a huge spread, but it stopped. It's not moving. Might be any kind of holidays going on there. Yeah, real trial of discipline, exactly. So just waiting actually right now. I need this candle to be closed. There's just 9 minutes left for the candle to be closed. If this current candle could manage to close below the support area, below this support area, the next candle gonna create a, we can break the low. I believe we could continuously pushing downside. So just waiting actually. Sir, how much daily trades maximum? One or two trades? Now it's pushing. Now it's pushing. So there is 9 minutes left for the candle to be closed, and now it start pushing to the downside. Now it's pushing actually. But have to wait for the candle to be closed below this support area. It's not a tradable zone I have here. It's very important for this candle to be closed so I can get like a better execution, so I can get like a better stop loss. And this is some kind of a range I'm having. This could be the target actually, if it could manage to close in this shape nearby the support. If it went down in the last few minutes and close somewhere in the middle of the range, then it's, I just like need to accept I missed the move. So there is just 7 minutes left for the candle to be closed. So I would like to see this candle to be closed below this low nearby the support, and after that if the next candle gonna create a wick and break the low, this is where I could give my trade a chance by placing stop loss above the current candle high or in the middle of the previous candle or within the range, depending on how the candle about to be closed, and then go for this clean range on the left hand side. Still have like 100 pips in it, so I will try to grab like 50-60 pips out from this one, because already sitting with the profits, so that will be more than enough. That will be more than enough. So just 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. I don't want it to leave me alone and just like push down. It could be a good trade if it could manage to break and close below this low. Just 5 minutes left. Damn, it took almost like 30 minutes to reach at this level, like 40 pips movement. Man, I really need this candle to be closed below this low. So I believe that could be a beautiful trade coming up. A beautiful trade coming up. Just 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Just 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Even I could go with the impulse entry, but you will see, or you can see, there is 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed, and it's not showing me strong volume in it. So impulse entry always connected with the strong volume actually. If there's like a volume and if it managed to break the support area, there's a higher probability it's gonna continuously pushing downside to create a new low there. So it's gonna create like lower high, something like that. But there is just 4 minutes left for the candle to be closed, and market moved or take 30 minutes to just travel like 30-40 pips. So impulse entry could be risky in my view, so I need to wait. There is just 4 to 3 minutes left for the candle to be closed, so I just have to wait for the candle to be closed. This is where impulse entry can be dangerous in lower volume. Yes, exactly. Always remember, LV, impulse entry always connected with the volume. Only volume is the thing which never let the candle to give you a closure and just like continuously going in one direction. If it's not having like a volume in it, then it could become easily a risky trade. It could reject and come back to your range, or could be take your stop loss. Gold has volume. There are multiple occasions every day to take a trade. Just need to find the one that suits you. Yeah, exactly. Volume and strong trend as well is better. Yes, volume, strong trend, both things are there. That will be great. 2 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Just 3 minutes left for the candle to be closed. I don't want it to move in the last 1 2 minutes. Just waiting right now. Even you know what? The way this candle created a support, created a resistance. If a candle could manage to break through this low, then it's mean it could create like a lower low. So well, let's see. Just waiting right now. Here we have neither, so we wait for closure below support for more safety. Yeah, exactly. You are right. That's why waiting for the candle to be closed. If there's like a volume, candle should have like a smoothness in it. This candle should not be traced more than 50% candle. It should create a wick and then continuously pushing to the downside. It's a sign of the volume. First it tap to this support area, so we can secure some position and leave the rest. And if this is like a volume, it could create some new low. This is how market moves actually. So according to current situation of the market, I believe in this current situation I need to wait for the candle to be closed. So there is 2 minutes left for the candle to be closed. So we'll see. Man, there's like a lot of rejection here on the left hand side, even on the H4 time frame. Where is the volume? Maybe candle will close in the range. Yeah, might be 1 minute left for the candle to be closed. So it's very important. Whenever there is few minutes left for the candle to be closed, it's very important to wait for that candle to be closed. So see, if someone get into FOMO that they're gonna miss the move and try to execute a sell here, they might be crying right now because it's not showing smoothness and the volume in it. There should be volume. So well, let's see if I can give my trade a chance with the impulse entry or not. But on 30-minute time frame is clean range to the left. Once we break support, yes, this is called clean traffic on the left hand side on 30 minute. If even you are looking at that 50-minute time frame, clean traffic on the left hand side. If even you look at the H1 time frame, clean traffic on the left hand side. Even if you look at the H4 time frame, it's a wick fill on the left hand side. So all time frame are respecting the clean traffic on the left hand side. So this candle actually close within the range. So I need to understand the H1 again close in a bearish form, respected the previous candle low, did not broke the previous candle low, so it did not create a new low there actually. It's just like created a low. It was before, it was creating lower high, lower high, and then no, oh, sorry, higher low, higher low, higher low, then higher highs. See, then it create higher highs. So if it could manage to break through this low, then there is a probability it gonna go for the new lower lows there. So we need a confirmation actually. We just need a confirmation. I am interested in an impulse entry. Now the candle just like lows, but I need this candle to create a wick, break below this low. But depending on the volume, I could give my trade a chance. For impulse entry, it could be risky, bro. Yes, but this 50-minute candle is just like close below the previous 50-minute, showing like a healthy body than the previous one. I have seen this thing before. I have seen this thing before. If this candle could create a wick and break below this low, it could be continuously pushing downside. All I need this candle to create a wick and then break the low. It breaking the low, but will be better if it could create, because if it going to break the low, it's mean it could going to be create some new lower lows, because this previous candle did not break the previous candle low. So if it could manage to break below this low, it could go for new lower lows. So this is something I'm looking for. It's not even creating a upper wick actually. It's 2 minutes already passed. 2 minutes is like already passed now. Yeah, it's pushing up now. It's just pushing up. So if you're getting scared, just don't execute. I could execute because I'm already sitting with profit, and I believe in this situation, as it created a wick. If it could manage to break through this low, let me remove this thing to see a more better picture, clear picture here. If it could manage to break through this low, so depending on the volume, it could continuously pushing downside. So let's see. So how much I could lose easily? 350. I can take a risk of $100. Low volume session as well, yes. So well, let's see. It's created a wick now. If it could manage to break through this low, can I grab some chunks out of this range? Well, let's see. It could be a risky one. I have question to Suvo, sir. How many trades we shall take per week? You should need to text Mr. Suvo. Sir, can you please explain the last trade logic? I already explained that before. You just like need to rewatch the stream, buddy. I already explained it in a deep way. This month I am up $1376. Okay, that's great on a $6,000 account. Should I call it a month or keep trading next 2 days? I think so. It totally depending on you. If you're satisfied with this $1,676, I think so. It's more than enough on a $6,000 account. You should take a withdrawal, just like buy something for you, for your family, or just like spend money somewhere. Sir, on XNS chart 4-hour candle break the support and current candle creating a wick. I don't know anything about the XNS. It's a complete B book in my view. So if this candle could manage to break through this low, I'm interested in this impulse entry sell. It's a Wednesday. If it could manage to break through this low, don't take this entry with me. Just don't take this entry with me. I'm already in profit, so it's okay for me to play with the impulse entry. If you're not feeling comfortable, don't execute with me, because if I took a loss, you will start blaming me. So don't took this trade with me. Just like make notes on it. Just make notes on it. Do you think the news are playing a role in this consolidation? Which news? Which news you are talking about? GDP, yeah, if it's a red folder, GDP could react can impact on gold definitely if it belongs to USD. Yeah, so I'm having my eye here. How is XNS a scam? Can you explain? You don't need, I don't need to explain. You just like need to, once you execute a trade, will they let you execute right on a support if there's like a volume, or they are getting you giving a slippage? And while you just like closing your trade, if you're getting like a same money which you are watching on a PNL, then it's not a scam. But if it's a difference, once you close the trade, once you try to close the trade during the volume time, if it never let you to close, if it never let you to execute on during the volume time, so you need to use your common sense. So I am using my common sense. Don't try to take this trade with me. It's an impulse entry. I am checking it on depending on the volume that it could create like lower lows. So that's why I'm just like thinking about this one. It's an impulse entry, could be risky one. So just watching it. If it could break the previous candle low, but depending on the volume, I believe it gonna work for me. Come on, I just like need to ask to bid price to break the low actually. Here we go. Executed a sell as an impulse entry, stop loss somewhere here, TP should be somewhere here. Yes, so it's an impulse entry actually. Depending on the volume, it break the previous candle low. 30-minute, 50-minute broke the low previous candle. M30 H1, it's a risky one. It's a risky one. All time frame break the low. It's a risky one. Don't take this trade. I'm repeating it again. Just make notes on this one. So I executed a sell here. I believe by depending on the volume, if there's like a volume, it could continuously pushing downside. If it not, then it gonna tap to my stop loss. So all I need is a volume here only. So I'm ready to lose how much? $110 out of $350, but still it's good I'm having something with me. So let's see, it break the low, so there's no business of this current candle to come up and break its own high. So in this situation right now, I cannot manage the risk. I just can't manage the risk. So I am already using like a tighter stop loss. If it went up tapping to my this resistance, so I will be out from this trade. I definitely gonna get out from this trade. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's see. I do not like the way previous 50-minute candle close. This is totally depending on the volume. If there's like a volume, it could go and continuously pushing down. So if it drop the volume, it gonna tap to my stop loss. That's it. So I'm gonna lose like $110, and I'm already up like $350. Might be that I'm gonna go with $240. That's still enough for me. So I'm playing with my profits right now. There is just volume. There is just no volume. If there's like no volume, then this candle should not break the previous candle low. If it does that, then there's a probability. If it's not having the volume, then it's gonna tap to my stop loss. If I'm having the volume and going to break its own low again, it's gonna tap to my TP. So let's see what gonna happen. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's a kind of impulse entry I took. I took risk as well in different way. Let me know how is it. Okay. Well, you took a sell within the range, or you just like trail your stop loss. It's good if you have that there could be volume jump in, then it's good. But I need to I why I just like execute a trade by depending on lower lows. Like here, it break the previous candle low, so I believe it could create like lower lows right now. If it could manage to break its own low again, I believe we can continuously pushing to the downside. So we'll see. I need to get ready. If it could went in my favor like 50 pips, might be I'm gonna close some position like 80 pips, 80% actually. We'll see. So now it's again coming down, trying to break the low. If it could worked out, that will be perfect. Wow, again rejecting from this area. It's playing right now, so volume is dying. Yeah, well, let's see. Yeah, it's gonna take my stop loss, or it's gonna continuously pushing down. So that's only the plan I'm having till right now. But if it went like 20, 30 pips in my favor, then if it's just like come back to my break even, then I could close 50% position. But right now I'm just like having a complete risk of 1.11% or 1.5%. So in this scenario, we can close 50% of the position, especially if the candle breaks the previous week level and then return to the opening price. We can close 50%, right? Makes sense. So previous weeks and then return to the opening price. Yeah, that does make sense. You can close 50%, but I just like need to give some room to this trade, so that's why I'm holding it. So well, it's fighting with this support area. I believe if it could break this low, it could continuously pushing downside. It's a kind of impulse entry I'm having here. Look at this 5-minute time frame creating lower highs. So yeah, man, all I needed to break the low, show me some volume, and just push down. So 50-minute about to be closed now. Let's see. Let's see. If it drop, then no one can enter. It should be very fast spike at bottom. Yeah, buddy, you are right. It could be. So 1 minute left for the 50-minute candle to be closed. Just 1 minute left. If it could manage to close below this support area, I would say it could be a beautiful trade. So but I executed by depending on the 30-minute time frame impulse entry. Okay, so you know what, actually we are getting ready for the, I'm just like bring my stop loss at break even right now. So 50-60 pips, if it went, it will be great actually. Now I'm not going to be lose anything. If it went 50-60 pips, I could close 80% position there. 30 pips, 30. Can I get 50? Can I get 50? Come on, give me the 50 pips here. So it's a free trade. It's a free trade right now. 30 pips running in my favor. Bring my stop loss at break even. Needed to push it more. I just needed to push it more. So why I'm holding this trade? Because I'm already sitting in profits. So if it could give me like 40-50 pips, so then I could close some position. And why I bring my stop loss break even? Because the previous candle closed with no bottom wick. So could be risky one. It could be risky one, but you get the idea. You guys just get the idea here. Bad boy, what you gonna do? Man, oh man, don't do this to me. Just don't do this to me. Oh, it's a painful thing I got here. But you guys get the idea. You know what? I could hold this one. I could hold this one a little more. Why I bring my stop loss at break even through the previous candle which closed with no bottom wick. This was the reason to bring my stop loss quickly at break even. So I become a part. It went 30 pips in my favor. We were having clean traffic on the left hand side. So probability should be continuously pushing to the downside. But you guys get the idea. Can we add more position if it's will go? It already gone, buddy. Now I don't think so. It does make sense. Now it will become risky. It is just like getting back into this range. I executed a sell, playing with my profits, having like a 40 pips stop loss, went almost like 35 pips in my favor. If it went 35 pips in my favor, then there is no business of this current candle to come back into the range. It should be continuously pushing to the downside to fill this range. So according to the 50-minute time frame, this candle also closed below the support. If the next candle, if the previous candle actually could manage to have a bottom wick, and then the next candle gonna create a wick and break the low, so I believe we will continuously pushing downside to fill this range on the left hand side. But due to a candle which close with no bottom wick and market also goes in my favor like 35 pips, so I decided to bring my stop loss at break even. So whatever outcome will come, I will be good with it. Why? Because the candle closed with no bottom wick and it went 35 pips, then rejecting and coming back. So why not to get out from the break even? Because who knows that if a candle closed with no bottom wick, then it's gonna be continuously pushing downside. It could be continuously pushing upside again. So it's a good impulse entry. Okay, it's totally makes sense SL to break even because candle closed with no bottom wick. Yes, I am happy you didn't lose anything, Kessel. It was somewhat a very low probability. I might be wrong, but I respect for our support levels. Yeah, buddy, but sometime we can read the candles. Let me explain you. If I get into some losses, then might be no one gonna listen to me. But now you need to understand, and now you will definitely gonna listen me how it went down, So looking at the higher time frame picture, I'm again telling you the market was creating. Let me zoom it out. So the market was creating lower high, then lower low. See, this candle did not break the previous candle low. Then this candle managed to break below this low. If it does break below this low, it's mean the higher time frame could manage to create new lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So this is something it could make sense. I do see the logic though, yeah, man. So again, let's jump on the 30-minute time frame. It broke the support area. So if I wanted to take a sell, I need the best execution. Best execution will bring the best stop loss. If I execute somewhere here, might be right now I am worried about how I need to manage the risk. So I execute somewhere here, but depending on the volume, stop loss was here like 40 pips. So, but you know what? You guys will knew very well what lead me to close or bring my stop loss at break even. That was this candle, which don't have a bottom wick. So I think it's a very educational thing you got here. In the future, even if it went like 30-35 pips, so you will understand whenever you execute a trade, it will go in your favor. It will definitely go in your favor like 30-35 pips, so you can secure 50%, you can secure 90%. Even on 30 pips I can secure 80%, 90%, 50%. But why I hold my trade, why I hold my trade here? Because if I'm holding my trade with a stop loss, and if I'm closing my trade early, it doesn't make sense. So the plan I was having to hold this trade for at least 50-60 pips to close 50%, 90%, not thinking about to close everything. So you will see I did not change my stop loss, but I changed my TP. So I had a plan to why not to close 50-90% once it went in my favor. And why I'm just like making this plan, because I was already sitting with the profits, so I'm not going to lose anything from my own pocket. So once you just like start grabbing chunks and you make some profit, that will give you the confidence that you can hold the trade. So if it went like up above like 20 pips in against me, and it going like towards 30 pips in my favor, I have a plan to hold it, and it start flipping in my way. So now I'm getting out from the trade. It doesn't make sense. So then you know what will happen. Might be continuously you are making money like 1 month 2 month, but you are not like respecting your plan. So in a long run you might gonna lose the amount. I didn't take because of no wick. I am wait for 30-minute close below support. Oh, then it will be already moved a lot. That will be some different scenario now. If you are waiting for this candle to be closed and then you are thinking for the sales, then I believe now it already moved a lot. Where you gonna place the stop loss? Bigger stop loss. So the best entry does make sense always. Yes, this makes sense. This makes a very big difference to your mindset while you are in a trade. Yes, there should be logic behind your execution. There should be some confirmation behind your execution. You cannot execute like randomly. You cannot execute just a trade. Like look at this one. Manage the risk because it requires the risk management. See, went in my favor, become greedy, went back, did not lose anything, break even. Look at this one, break even. So look at this one, worked out perfectly. See, so my one profitable trade with a good risk management is standing me at right now above 6,000, starting from the $4,700. It's the ending of month, nearly ending of the month, and I managed to make like 22-23% on this account. So it's a long way to go. Well, I will see where I'm gonna be stand at the end of 2026. So each and every trade you will see no expectation. Where I'm having an expectation, the candle should be react in that way. Didn't worked out, so I did not hold with the emotion. Even I was watching my PNL was having like a $300, and then it went up, and now there's no dollars in my pockets. So I need to accept this. I need to accept this outcome. So get out with a break even. The same situation here. The same situation here. It went down, but the 50-minute close with no bottom wick. So could be the risky one, but I had a better execution. If I had a better execution, I can manage risk in more better way. So with better execution, I manage it with a break even. See, so here, this candle where I executed a sell. See, market went sap clearly in my direction, clearly move. So whenever I execute a trade, mostly I want a candle to go sap in my favor. If it start dancing, then I get ready to manage the risk. Then I need to get ready to manage the risk, man. Now there is no structure. Yeah, you need to wait for the new structure to be formed, man. This was a probability. This was a probability number one, this one, but the weight reacted, the weight went up 50% raise, then went down, was not comfortable, so didn't create my structure. This create my structure, execute a sell, went down, but 50-minute close with no bottom wick, rejected, and just like come back after going 30-35 pips in my favor. Even we are having like a clean traffic, so need to get out from this trade. Risk management, no compromise. Risk management, no compromise. Risk management, no compromise, and one profitable trade. That's it. That's all we need to do. That's all we need to follow. You have a plan, wait for it. If it appear, execute. If it didn't work out, manage the risk. No emotions. No emotions with the investments. So yeah, I think I need to head off. Just give my trade a chance here. Much better way to approach, calm. Yes, I didn't take the trade because the candle started moving right from the start without forming a wick. This was having like a wick, buddy. I did not execute a sell before. I was waiting for the candle to create a wick. It created a wick and then it broke the low. So by depending on the volume, as it how I recognize there's a probability it could continuously pushing downside because it broke the previous candle wick. There's like not a lot of rejection on the left hand side. If there's like a lot of rejection on the left hand side, then I'm not going to execute a sell. That is different scenario. Remember that is different scenario. But here As it break the low, it also break the previous H1 low, it also break the 30-minute low, it also break the support of the 30-minute and 50-minute time frame. So there's a probability it could create lower highs. It could create lower highs, something like that. So yeah, man. But again, even it just like went down, even it just like went almost like more than 30 pips in my favor. Why just like coming back to my break even? If it's coming back at my entry point after going almost like 35 pips in my favor, and I already knew that the candle don't have a bottom wick. So what does the meaning of the candle which don't have a bottom wick? So you can easily understand the story why I need to get out at the break even. Because if it's like a volume, why it's coming back? If it's coming back and previous candle don't have a bottom wick, it could be react like this, how it is reacting right now. It's an impulse entry depending on the volume. Volume push it to the downside, and the same way it drop the bearish volume and start pushing upside because the previous candle had no range in it. So if you start reading the candles, it will start talking with you. I close 50% at 30 pips when it goes down in first minute and SL at break-in. Very nice. Very nice, buddy. I hold it. I hold it because I was already in profits. Today I already made some money, so it's a Wednesday, so might be I believe that it could fill this range. So I had a plan to in the middle of the range, might be 50-60 pips. I will try to secure 80%, 50%, and then we'll leave the rest with the TP actually. So I wanted to hold this trade mostly on the day like Wednesday and Thursday. I try to hold my trade. Can I quit session came in pre-NY? Where you just like came in pre-NY? I need to do more, take partial profits. This will take lot of mental pressure away. Yes, exactly. So if you're getting scared, if you close 90%, 50% position, so you will get relaxed. Now you're not gonna lose anything. So yeah. So right, it's a very education stream. Actually, you guys just like got here, so it's been like almost nearby 1.5 hours for continuously doing the stream. You guys just like get an idea where how the best execution makes sense. The best execution always bring the best stop loss with it. So same scenario, if I was not, if I was having like a 60 pip stop loss, try to grab like a 35 40 pip, it doesn't make sense. I have a 35 pip stop loss, 40 pip stop loss, I'm grabbing 30-35 pip, doesn't make sense. So I needed to continuously pushing downside because it's a Wednesday as well, expecting volume there. That's why I mostly give my trade a chance as I impulse entry on a day like Thursday and a Wednesday. So I did the same thing here, but didn't work out to so manage the risk. It is whatever it is. So see, right now if I did not manage the risk, what could be happen? I'm in a drawdown, or might be I'm gonna hit with the stop loss actually. Might be. So see, the candle just closed with no bottom wick. What does that mean? That's mean we just drop the volume. So now if a candle could manage to break and close below this low, that does make sense for the continuation to the downside still. That does make sense. So again, this candle have no upper wick. So yeah, man. So well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, so again I need to come during the London session. Actually, these days London session is just not moving in a good way, but due to some live schedule, I need to come during the London session because I'm having one-on-one session later then. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Till that, be safe, be careful. Don't try to take forceful trade. If you couldn't find out in this session, then try to come back with the NY session with a good volume. They're gonna make some good probability there. So well, yeah, so that does make sense. We are sitting continuously from 1.5 hour, give our trade one chance. It went in our favor but it didn't worked out properly how it should be worked, so just manage the risk. So yeah, man, wow, man, it's just like so the same reaction. See, the same reaction. The candle was not having bottom wick, went up. The candle is just like not having upper wick, went down. See, the wicks are very important. That's why I remember the Raja bro having a channel. His name was Wicks Don't Lie. Definitely Wicks actually don't lie. So yeah, Take care, guys. See you guys soon. Be blessed. Stay safe, and bye bye.